Withering green onion roots that seemed ready to be thrown away can still revive into vibrant green after 7 days. Welcome back to the Compost channel. Today, I will guide you through an extremely easy way to regrow green onions using water, tracking them day by day and neatly handling common mistakes. The process is super simple, but the length of the roots, the water level, and the lighting will determine whether your plant is strong or weak. Remember to choose onion stalks with pure white roots that feel firm to the touch, not slimy, not bruised, and still retaining a tiny root system. You can just chop the green leaves above for cooking and keep the white base section about 3 to 5 centimeters long. You need to prepare a clean, short cup or glass jar, just narrow enough so the onion roots can stand next to each other without falling over. With about 5 to 8 onion roots, a cup with a diameter of about 7 to 10 centimeters is spacious enough for the plant. Before soaking them in water, peel off the bruised sheath layers, gently wash away the dirt clinging to the roots, and remember to smell each base to see if it gives off a foul odor. After that, arrange the onion roots close enough so they lean on and support each other, while still leaving some breathable space. Pour water into the cup so that it just covers the entire root cluster and gently touches the lower white stem by about half to 1 centimeter. Do not foolishly submerge the entire white stem deeply, because onion sheaths that remain constantly wet easily become soft and mushy, slimy, and emit a sour, rotting smell. Place the cup near a window flooded with light, where it can catch indirect light or a few gentle rays of early morning sun every day. Be careful to avoid the midday sun shining through the glass, because rapidly warming water will make the roots wither and the leaf sheaths lose moisture. On the first day, the changes are usually not very noticeable yet, but if you look closely, you will see the cut leaf tips starting to gently sprout upward. By the end of the day, take a look at the water. If you see sheath debris or a thin film appear, boldly pour it out and wash the cup clean again. Every time you change the water, gently hold the onion cluster with your hand, rinse the inside of the cup clean, and refill it with fresh water up to the exact original standard level. Changing the fresh water every day helps prevent organic residue from accumulating, keeping the root area fresh, clean, and able to breathe easily. Entering the second day, fresh green core shoots start to emerge very clearly from between the cut sheaths of the healthy roots. At this time, you do not need to add any fertilizer yet, because the plant is using the abundant energy reserves already available in the bulb. Be persistent in changing the water daily, and conveniently give the cup a gentle turn so that the new leaf tips grow evenly without tilting to one side. If you notice any root giving off a foul, rotting smell, turning soft and mushy, or developing a spreading brown discoloration, pick it out separately immediately. By the third day, the young leaves have usually grown another few centimeters taller, and a vibrant green color starts to show very clearly. The old root system gradually restores a bright white color, while tiny, transparent new root tips start to push out around the base. This is the exact time you need to carefully inspect whether the water level is obediently covering only the roots, or creeping too high up onto the white sheath. If you notice the leaves growing unevenly, do not be too eager to cut off the slow ones, because that root just needs a little more time to recover its strength. Moving into the fourth day, the difference between healthy onion roots and those that were weak before planting will become extremely obvious. Healthy roots will stand straight and grow fresh green leaves, while weak roots will tilt and sway or start to soften at the bottom. You should separate the weak roots into another cup to avoid letting a damaged plant spread bacteria to the remaining roots. Glass cups make looking at the root system very enjoyable, but remember to scrub and wash them thoroughly because light shining through makes algae extremely easy to multiply. By the fifth day, many onion shoots have grown their new leaves long enough for you to gently trim them for a food garnishing dish. However, harvesting right at this moment will cause the plant to lose its photosynthetic leaf area while the root system underneath is still recovering. If you are not in an urgent need, take the trouble to wait another 2 days for the leaves to grow longer and sturdier and the base to accumulate more strength. In case you need to cut early, you should only lightly trim the tips and remember to leave at least 5 centimeters of green leaves above the root crown. Use clean scissors to make one decisive horizontal cut, absolutely avoiding forceful pulling because it easily dislodges the delicate root cluster from the cup. By the 6th day, you will be excited to see some onion roots starting to spontaneously split out new young leaf sheaths from deep within the core. The color of water-soaked leaves can be slightly paler than onions grown in the soil because clean water has almost no long-term nutrients. This very thing shows that the water hydroponic method is only best suited for a short-term leaf regeneration cycle. You continue to change new water, keep the root base clean, and conveniently peel off the outer sheath layers that have started to turn soft and mushy. If the leaves turn yellow from the tips, quickly recheck the lighting position, water temperature, and submersion depth first. Conversely, if the roots develop slippery slime accompanied by an abrupt sour, rotting smell, that is a definitive signal to discard that onion root. By the 7th day, the new batch of leaves has grown fresh and lush enough for you to enjoy the fruits of a week's patient care. The actual growth speed may vary slightly depending on the onion variety, room temperature, amount of sunlight, and initial health. The most gratifying achievement is a batch of 100% clean green leaves ready to be sprinkled over a bowl of hot soup, a plate of fried eggs, or a salad. When harvesting, use scissors to cut the upper leaves and remember to leave a short green section to prepare for the next recovery cycle. You can continue to keep the plant in water for another round, but the subsequent batch of leaves is usually quite slender and grows much slower. If you want the plants to stay green and durable for a long time, transfer these roots that have grown strong roots to planting in pots with well-draining soil. Choose a pot about 12 centimeters deep. Use a truly loose and porous soil medium and mix in a little decomposed organic fertilizer. Place the base down so that the root cluster lies straight. Fill soil around the white stem part, but do not foolishly bury the leaf crown part. The roots should be planted about 3 to 5 centimeters apart so that the leaf tips have space to spread out and air can circulate. After planting, water thoroughly once so the soil hugs the roots, then prop up the pot so excess water drains cleanly out of the bottom holes. In the following days, keep the soil gently moist. Only water when the surface of the growing medium feels dry, and avoid overwatering to prevent rot. Place the pot in a location with plenty of natural light, prioritizing gentle morning sun and allowing the plant to adapt gradually if it was previously indoors. When newly changing from water to soil, a few leaf stalks may grow a bit slower while the root system gets used to the new environment. You do not need to fertilize in a hurry yet, because good soil medium along with decomposed organic fertilizer is already more than enough nutrients for the plant to recover. After just 1 to 2 weeks of rooting in the soil, the plant will firmly stabilize and produce wider, sturdier leaves than those soaked in water. When you want to apply supplementary fertilizer, use a truly light amount according to the instructions, and avoid pouring concentrated fertilizer directly onto the root crown. A very common mistake is choosing a cup that is too wide, causing the onion roots to tilt and fall over and the sheaths to be deeply submerged. Another mistake is being lazy about changing the water for many days just because the water still looks clear, even though toxic organic sediment has started to settle. Also, do not foolishly place the cup near a hot stove, because oil vapor and erratic high temperatures will cause the onion plants to weaken quickly. You should start planting with a few more onion roots, because not every root bought from the market has the same strong vitality. After 7 days of monitoring, choose to keep the healthy roots for potting in soil, while roots that are too weak should be stopped at the right time. The discarded onion sheaths can be dumped into a kitchen waste composting bin, mixed with an amount of dry, carbon-rich materials. Chopping up the scraps will help them decompose much faster, while the layer of dry material spread on top will block fruit flies and odors. There you have it. Just from onion roots that seemed destined for the trash, you have both harvested fresh, clean onion leaves and reduced kitchen waste. The most core thing is to keep the roots healthy, soak them at the right water level, care to change the water daily, and give the plants enough sunlight. Have you ever manually regrown green onions using water before, and how many days did it take for your plants to start sprouting new leaves? Leave a comment sharing your results, hit like, and subscribe to the Compost channel to update more cool gardening tips. Thank you for watching the video. Wishing your kitchen corner and garden are always green and full of vitality. See you again.